All right, starting things off here for Mercer as we bring you college baseball here on BFA Sports. Mike Gill, Doug Stassik's right here, ready to go, taking you through this double dip today at Sandcastle Stadium. Nick Calabrese leads things off and takes the first pitch over. Second offering grounded to second, bobbled, and we start things off with an E4. Easy ground ball, took a late hop there. Anton Sinelli, the freshman from Wildwood Catholic, playing second base. Brings up Matt Smith. And Smith fouls the offering off. On the mound for ACC today is one of their captains, Jacob Brennan from St. Joe's. Calabrese on first. The sophomore Smith, the left-handed swinger at the plate. The lefty Brennan looks over to Calabrese, steps over, fires off, back in safely as Calabrese. Calabrese reached on an error. And now Smith. Brennan again throws over to first. Murray, the first baseman from EHT, gets the start in game number 1 of 2. Omar Hernandez from Pleasantville behind the dish today for the Bucks. High fastball. Smith steps out. Brennan fires over to first. Calabrese, good lead over there. Brennan with the pause. Good lead by Calabrese. And he goes. Hernandez fires down to second and late with the throw. And in there is Calabrese. So he advances with the stolen base. Puts a runner in scoring position for Mercer. The Vikings, 7-4, taking on this very talented Bucks team who comes in with a record of 8-0. So a little trouble in the first here for Brennan. Nobody out, runner on second. Left-handed swinging Smith at the plate. See if he can roll one over to second. Ball's up high and in. 3-1 on Matt Smith. Good lead for Calabrese at second. They spin, they fire, they have a play on, and just back in is Calabrese. Greg Delgado waits on deck, the 3-hole hitter. Runner on second, nobody out. 2-hole hitter, lefty swinging Matt Smith at the plate. He's a sophomore. Brennan. And this one is popped up into the infield. Murray camps under it, and the first baseman makes the catch. One away. Greg Delgado stepping in. The right-handed swinger takes Brennan again. Brennan's thrown more to the plate than he has, or excuse me, to the bases than he has the plate. Calabrese with a good lead off second. Brennan wheels, and it's up and in. 1-0. Just a glorious day here at Bader Field's Sandcastle Stadium. As long as that sun doesn't tuck away. Brennan's pitch is fluttered down the right side. Murray gets a glove on it, but he can't pull it in, and it's going to advance Calabrese to third, and that's going to have Delgado on first. I would imagine that would be an E3. I'm a tough scorer, but he does have his leather on that ball. You're probably, especially if you're Jake Brennan, anticipating that he comes up with that. So first and third, cleanup hitter steps to the plate. Armando Diaz. He's the catcher. First and third, Brennan outside, ball one. Nobody out here in the top half of the first inning at Sandcastle Stadium, Atlantic City, home of the Buccaneers. Brennan. And that one is just up. Good hitting spot now for Diaz. Ahead in the count, 2-0. Delgado on first. Calabrese on third. Brennan, the left-hander. And a curveball has him way out in front. And it makes it 2-1. Nice pitch there behind in the count. Diaz certainly sitting for a fastball there. A left-handed swinger facing the lefty Brennan. Brennan. And another deuce. Evens the count at 2-2. See if he sticks with that. Maybe something up and in. Get him off that plate and then come back with that, if he has confidence in it. Brennan with the 2-2. And he goes with it again. He gets him swinging. Big strikeout there for Jacob Brennan. And there's two away here in the first. And that brings up Matt Ervalina. Omar Hernandez calling out the first and third play in the event that the runner would break here. Ervalina, a right-handed swinger at the plate. It's a big strikeout there to get Diaz. Brennan delivers, and that ball is fouled off beaten in front of home plate. The ACC dugout arguing that they thought the ball was fair, but it looks like it bounced off of the Ervalina's foot. 0-1. 2 down here in the first. First of 2. And the curveball is in again, and he got him swinging and miss. He's got that curveball working here now in the first after a little bit of a jam. Brennan trying to get out of this unscathed. Here's the pitch, and it's a curveball down in the dirt. Good block by Hernandez behind the plate. Pitch from Brennan. Hernandez on the outside part of the plate, and he got him swinging, and that'll end the inning with a pair of strikeouts there, and gets out of some trouble at the top of the first. 0-0. Bucks coming to the plate. Leading off for the Bucks. Leading off for the Bucks here, the first, Louis Sari, the shortstop.
You already there?
Nick Mcauliffe, the pitcher for Mercer. First pitch.
If you get a loose power cord somewhere,
Up and
the
in,
box
ball
that
one.
you're plugged into is loose, or the one out there is loose. If it goes in and out, that's all it is. It's a power. All right.
And McCullough's second pitch fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I loaded everything into the RSCG, like right in the middle. As soon as you open that laptop, you click on VMix, everything you need is already set up. You just gotta add the camera. I just sent it to you, so you had everything.
Nick Mcauliffe, the sophomore right-hander, hard-throwing righty, winds, and an off-speed pitch fouled off down the right field side.
Thanks.
Ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Fastball in on the inside part of the plate. Good pitch. And he got Sari looking. First out. Angel Murray, the first baseman. Nice inside fastball there by Mcauliffe. The left-handed swinging Murray steps to the plate. And he hits one to the left side, deep into the hole, underneath the shortstop's glove. And Murray is aboard to start things off here in the first inning. Got a 1-out base runner, first hit of the game. And now that brings up Slater Surreal. Slater, their center fielder, big hitter. Slater, who played his high school ball here at Pleasantville. Takes a fastball on the inside part of the plate.
So we're going to have to move a little bit farther towards the shortstop.
Ball and no strikes. Nothing. Bottom of the first. ACC Mercer here at Sandcastle Stadium. Murray on first. Surreal at the plate.
Yeah, if I can get a
Pitch down on the outside part of the plate. 1-1.
a little bit, I don't know. I'm going to try to get the third base camera up now. All right.
Omar Hernandez, the catcher, waits on deck. Surreal Hernandez, a couple of teammates in their younger years. And the off-speed pitch is fouled off by Surreal. He's got off to a great start this season. Ball and 2 strikes. Mcauliffe, the right-hander, has Murray at first, Surreal at the plate, and he calls time. The right-handed swinging Surreal. Pitch outside, just missed. 2-2. Small lead at first for Murray. Here's the pitch. 2-2 pitch is down, and we're at full. Get the information on the Buccaneers at their website, acccbaseball.weebly.com. 3-2 offering. All-speed pitch got Surreal looking. Froze him with the deuce, and there's 2 away. Second strikeout looking in the inning for Mcauliffe. Omar Hernandez, the catcher, steps in with 2 down, runner on first. Fastball outside. Mcauliffe hits the black for a called strike. 0-1 to Omar Hernandez. Fastball down from Mcauliffe, so Hernandez evens the count 1-1. Murray at first, 2 down, both via strikeouts. Logan Petty, the DH, is on deck. The 1-1, and he throws to first, keeping Murray honest. Murray singled to start this inning. And the fastball is swung and missed, and down to first base they try to get Murray, so it's 1-2 as Hernandez takes a big hack. One, two. And it's dribbled towards short. Going to be a tough play. They try to get the easy way at second. They get Murray, and the fielder's choice ends the first inning. With the score, Mercer 0, ACC 0, coming to the top of the second.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave the mic on.
Fastball inside from Brennan. Hickey, a lefty. Hitting in the 5-hole.
Left-handed batter was shielded.
Sharp ground ball to short. Bobbled. Stays with it. Over to first. Off the bag. Down and got him. Nice play. Sorry over to first as he bobbled it, stayed with it, and fired one high. Murray kept the foot, and the first out is recorded. Marco Martinez steps in. And this one's popped up high. And it's... Sorry, it's short. Sky high. And two quick ones. One pitch, one out. Third baseman, Julian DeVal. Stepping in. Brendan starts him off with an off-speed pitch, just missed, down and in. Two down, fastball up and away, 2-0. The 2-0 from Brendan, outside, ooh. Called strike. 2-1. The 2-1 is popped up down the right field line into foul territory, and it'll be 2-2. So Brennan now trying to get through a quick inning after a little trouble in the first. Two down here in the top of the second. 0-0. And Brendan deals off speed down in the dirt. And evens it'll make it a full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Brendan on the mound. The lefty facing Julian DeVal, the third baseman for Mercer. The pitch. Inside, and he got him on a called third strike. The top of the second for Mercer. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the second. 0-0.
Mic on.
Bottom 2, Logan Petty leads things off, the left-handed freshman. DH in today's lineup, fastball outside for Petty. The 1-0. And that one's beat into the ground, foul. Petty spins. Off the back of his left foot. 1-1. Logan Petty steps in. Mcauliffe, the right-hander, fires one just down, and it's 2-1. 0-0 the score. ACC off to a great start this year. 8-0. No blemishes on the record. The pitch. McAuliffe's pitch swung on and missed right through. Big hack by Petty. And McAuliffe goes with all speed. Petty swings and miss, and he goes down on strikes. First out of the second inning. Brings up Mcauliffe. Third baseman, Mcauliffe. One of the captains of this ACCC team. The mainland grad. And Mcauliffe singles one back through the middle. Nice play at short. Over to first. And Mcauliffe is retired, as it looked like it had a little opportunity to get through the middle there, but a nice play at short, right? Ervelina. And that makes it 2 down.
Brian, can you see a picture through your lens? I'm checking out. This camera keeps stopping. So if the battery's dead, it's not going to work.
Mo Antonelli going to reach base. Hit by that pitch. So a 2-out base runner. Shane Nanick steps to the plate. Chance for some 2-out lightning here. Anton Sinelli at first. Nanick at the plate. The pitch. And Mcauliffe hits the outside black for a strike. 0-0. Bottom 2. ACCC 8-0 start to the season, looking to get on the board here. The 0-1. McAuliffe's pitch is up. 1-1. And time is called. Shane Nanick, the left fielder for ACCC today, in game number 1 of 2. 2 down here in the second. Pitch is up, and it's a 2-1 count. Shane Nanick, a freshman at Sagami High School. Played for Coach Mike DeCecco. And that fastball is lasered into the ACCC dugout. Almost takes out Omar Luis, the on-deck batter. Anton Tinelli at first. Nanick, the pitch is up and away. Nick Mcauliffe, the right-hander, trying to get through this inning. Full count. The 8-hole hitter, Shane Nanick, at the plate. The pitch. And he gets him swinging to end the inning. Good fastball on the inside part of the plate. We head to the third. 0-0. Top 3, Garrison Legros. Start things off for Mercer. 9-1-2 as we start the third. Brennan got into some first inning trouble. Starts up with a fastball high, 1-0. Legros, Calabrese, Smith, the 3 set to face Brennan this third inning as a pitch goes up and away. 2-0. The 2-0 is over for a called strike. And the off-speed pitch by Brennan popped up high into the infield. Murray camps out under it, and there's one away. Top of the order now for Mercer. Nick Calabrese start things off.
Call your brother. Tell him that I can't get a picture from either one of his cameras. There's got to be something wrong with the setting.
And the off-speed pitch is over for a called strike. Fastball swung on and missed. Quickly behind in the count is Calabrese.
Bring it over here.
0-2, and that ball is laced over into center field. Surreal makes the grab.
Switch it. So is it like a setting? I got to switch over to SDI.
Nice play by Slater. Surreal. Hard hit ball into right center field, and Surreal tracks it down. 2 away here in the third. 0-0. Smith to the plate. Popped up to first base his first time up. First pitch is over for a called strike.
Another side to the wheel.
The 0-1. Brennan, the lefty, deals, and that one is good spot. Must have been a little high. 1-1.
Oh, that's in Japanese. How do you turn it to English?
Brennan down and away. 2-1.
Okay. And then how do you? All right, so I got into. Yeah.
2 balls. Matt Smith. Swing and ground ball to second. Gobbled up, bobbled over to first. Going to be late. And another E4, second one of the day. This one gets Smith. So Smith running hard. And just this another late hop there. Anton Sinelli's got a pair of E's. And that brings up Delgado. Delgado reached on a little error over at first base in the first inning. And Brennan deals. It's low. 1-0.
Signal setup. Oh, there we go. SDI.
Up and away. 2-0. 0-0. Top of the third.
All right, I'll change the other one. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks, brother. That's it. Yeah. So the cable might be
2-0 from Brennan goes with the off-speed pitch. Runner goes, and the throw is in there, but the tag came early, it looked like. So a late break. Hernandez with a strong throw. It looked like.
Yo, now I don't have your picture. I got the other 2 cameras up. Oh, okay. Okay. Just saying linking right now. Yeah. So Dave's. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it after.
Top 4, 4, 5, 6 up for Mercer. The Vikings, 0-0 in the fourth. Diaz, who was up at the plate when the runner was picked off second in the third, starts things off in the fourth and takes an off-speed pitch over for a called strike. Jacob Brennan, the lefty, another off-speed pitch, held off this time. Diaz shaking his head saying, not this time. Got him swinging last time. Offered him 3 straight off-speed pitches. The pitch, and it is popped up down the left field side. A toy, and the shortstop camps under, calls a toy off. Sorry. One away in the fourth. So sorry corrals it. Ervelina, the shortstop. Swung and a miss. Good pitch to start things off. 0-1 for Jacob Brennan, who's cruising so far. 3 strikeouts on the afternoon. First of 2. This one's moving. Pitch is up and away. The 1-1. Off-speed pitch back up the middle. Brennan does a little sidestep, and it finds his way through the middle and a base hit. So Ervelina's on for the first time today as he singles back through the middle. And a one-out base runner for Hickey. First baseman Shane Hickey now. The left-handed swinger's got a big hole on that right side. Fastball is in for a called strike. Brennan got out of some trouble in the first, had a clean inning in the second. Runner goes. Hernandez can't get it out, and a stolen base, so that puts a runner in scoring position with 1 away here in the fourth. Brennan pauses, looks to second. Here's the pitch, and the off-speed pitch swung on and missed. A huge swing. Makes it 1-2. Surreal off to the right in center field. And another all-speed pitch fouled off down the left side. Just got a piece of that one to keep himself alive, to keep the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Martinez on deck. Ervelina, the runner at second. Hickey at the plate. Brennan looking for the sign from Hernandez. Hernandez setting up on the outside corner of the plate, and Hickey calls time. Hickey stepping back in. Hernandez gives the sign. He sets himself out on the outside corner. Fastball out just off the plate. 2-2. Anticipate something off speed here now. Of course, head coach Rod Velarde doing a great job with this Buccaneers program, putting it back on the map. Good crowd here on hand at Sandcastle Stadium. And there's the all-speed pitch and a strikeout. Got him swinging, and that's 2 outs here in the fourth. Just a good setup, a fastball on the outside part of the plate, then comes back with the off-speed pitch. And now has a chance to get out of this inning. Martinez, who swung at the first pitch his first time up and popped up to shortstop. Fastball just missed inside. Ball 1. Marco Martinez. The 1-0. It's hit to short. Sorry. Around it. Over to first. High throw. Murray. He was called safe at first. Murray looked like he came down. He looked to home. The first base umpire looked to home plate for help, and there was no help given, and then he just gave the sign of safe. So we'll see. Rod Velarde is going to come out and discuss this one with the umpire. It was a high throw. Murray went up and got it. Looked like he came down, and he did put a tag on late. So now they're going to go and check out.
No, that's Angel Murray's there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's Louis. That's short.
The umpire's discussing this one. It's a high throw. And they are going to come together and call him out. So they leave a runner on base, no runs. At the middle of the fourth, ACC coming to bat in the bottom of the fourth. All right, bottom four here. Nothing to score as Slater Surreal leads things off for ACC. I'm saving my Slater Surreal stories for later in this game, maybe game 2. I've got a couple good ones. As Mcauliffe first pitch, an all-speed pitch inside. A couple members of this ACC team were also members of that Atlantic Shore World Series team that won as 14-year-olds. Slater, one of them. Nicatoy, another. Omar Hernandez, also a member of that team. Fastball outside, 2-0. The 2-0. And that ball is hit off the mitt of Mcauliffe over to second, and the throw to first got him. So Surreal hits one hard. A little 1-4-3. One down for Hernandez. Hernandez hit it to a fielder's choice his first time up. Bottom 4 here, 0-0. Mcauliffe deals, fastball down and in. Ooh, another called strike. I think the ACC crowd agreed with me. 0-1. Mcauliffe winds, deals, and the all-speed pitch. Hernandez down in an 0-2 hole. Nick Mcauliffe, the 0-2, and he throws an off-speed pitch. Hernandez fouls it back our way. The 0-2 from Mcauliffe. Fastball fouled, or lasered down the right side, in play. Hernandez heading for 2. And Hernandez is going to be in with a stand-up double. So Hernandez fists one down the right side and heads for 2. And he is on a one-out base runner for Logan Petty. All right, 1 out for Petty. Another left-handed swinger. Petty struck out his first time. Hernandez at second. And the first pitch is a little away. 1-0. 0-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Hernandez on second. Logan Petty at the plate. Chance to give the Bucs an early lead. Fastball in the outside part of the plate. Petty's ahead 2-0, now in a good spot to hit here for 1-3. The mainland grad. A lot of local flavor on this ACCC team. Hernandez at second. The pitch is in on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. So very selective Logan Petty here with an RBI situation. Mcauliffe on deck. Back-to-back Mustangs in this Buccaneers lineup. McCullough's pitch is in on that inside part of the plate. Evens the count at 2-2. Mcauliffe gets the sign, looks, deals, and the pitch is up, full count. So Petty has a shot here with a full count. See if Mcauliffe challenges him or goes for a toy here. He's got a base open at first with 1 out. The 3-2. Fouled off the back. Stop. Stays at 3-2. So Petty fouls it off, makes it 3-2. Keeps it at 3-2, should say. Hernandez at second. Mcauliffe gets the sign. He fires. An off-speed pitch froze him, and he got him looking. 2 away, and that brings up Mcauliffe. So Mcauliffe was willing, with the base open, to go with the curveball there, and it turns out to be a good choice. Freezes Petty, and now Mcauliffe with a chance to drive in the first run of this game. 2 away in the 4th. And Mcauliffe goes with the deuce. The ball is hit through. Hernandez rounds third. He's going to score. And a RBI for Mcauliffe gives the Bucs a 1-0 lead. Hard hit ball. May or may not have been an error, but the ball was hit really hard, and Atoy gets the Bucks on the board. And that pitch is delivered and hit into right field. Atoy circles second. He's over for third. And into second base. Atoy's going to come around, throw to the plate, and he's in there. So Anton Sinelli pokes one over the first baseman's head. Atoy is off and running hard on the play. Comes from first all the way around to score, and it's 2-0 Bucks. So back-to-back hits for the Bucks. Gives them a 2-0 lead here in the fourth. Anto Sinelli had a couple of errors in the field, but he gets an RBI to erase those, and Shane Nanick comes to the plate. Nanick, first pitch swinging, fist it down the left side, bounces foul and out of play. So now they've seen Mcauliffe one time around the lineup, a little bit more active here at the plate. Hernandez doubled. A strikeout by Petty. Atoy with a hard hit single with an RBI. Antosinelli with an RBI, and it's 2-0. Here's Nanick. And the pitch is just off the plate on the outside part. So Nanick, a left-handed swinger with a 2-0 Bucks lead, can make this a 3-0 game with a base hit here. You would imagine Antosinelli would be off on contact. McAuliffe's pitch. And that one is just on the outside corner. And they throw the ball, almost out into center field, trying to catch Antosinelli sleeping out there at second, but no one was covering the bag. One, two, the count here in the fourth. First runs of the game. Hernandez and Atoy have scored. Mcauliffe with the 1-2 count. Inside part of the plate, and the curveball got him, and that's how we'll end this third inning. Got Nanick for the second time today, but not before 2 runs come home. ACCC 2, Mercer nothing, heading to the fifth. All right, top 5 here. Mercer trails 2-0. They have the 8-9 and top here. Del Val start things off for the Vikings. Jacob Brennan cruising along for the Bucks. First pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. Del Val, Legros, and Calabrese, the 3 who will face Jacob Brennan. the lefty from St. Joe's of Hamilton. And the off-speed pitch is just up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two nothing Bucks here in the 5th. 1st to 2. Delval struck out looking back in the 2nd. That pitch is on the outside part of the plate and a ball and 2 strikes. So Brennan ahead in the count again, uses that curveball. Now he's got a full arsenal to play with here. Hernandez set up on the outside. They go right back with it, fouled off of the screen right here in front of us. Sandcastle Stadium. Perfect April day down the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, Mike, want to apologize for some technical difficulties.
Got him with the fastball on the outside part of the plate. See, good things happen. Get the pitch, get some chasing, and we got one away.
Beautiful day for baseball. Nice to be out here at the Sandcastle, Atlantic City. Huge matchup. Some bragging rights on the line for sure, and some talented dudes, but this game is moving.
Sure is. Top 5 as the first out of the inning recorded. Now Legro steps in. He popped up to the first baseman, attempts for a bunt there to try to get himself on. Nothing in 1. So Murray moves himself in. He popped up to Murray his first time up. Now he's trying to get Murray in on the grass. Brennan, off-speed pitch, looped into shallow left. Diving, just can't get there, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. So the 9-hole hitter Legros gets himself on base and brings up the top of the order.
Good piece of hitting. I mean, you're in this position here. You want to put your team, set the table. No outs, runner at first. What more can you ask for? 1 down, what more can you ask for?
The top of the order now for Calabrese, who got on base on an error, popped out to center field, actually lined out to center field. Surreal made a great play on that back in the 3rd, so he has hit the ball hard a couple of times here. The left-handed swinging Calabrese. Brennan. Fastball is hit shallow center field. Surreal comes up on it. It lands in front, and we got 2 runners on with 1 out here in the 5th. So ACCC puts up a couple, and now the Vikings with a couple of answers. 2 on with 1 down here in the 5th, and Rod Velarde is going to go take a stroll out to talk to his left-hander.
Good opportunity for it. I mean, a lot of clean innings to get this one started. Now you see back-to-back hits and a tight one. Certainly a good time to check the tempo. Coaches most of the time want to give him a look in the eye and still see how he's feeling.
Matt Smith, the left-handed swinger, has popped up to 3rd, hit a ground ball to 2nd that was bobbled. So Smith has hit the ball a couple of times, but nothing to show for it. He's got 2 on, 1 out here in the 5th. Bucks lead 2-0. Rod Velarde, Jacob Brennan, one of his captains of this Buccaneers team.
Well, the lefty-on-lefty matchup was a good spot to call a timeout. Certainly looking to pull something to the right side of the field at a minimum, move a runner, if not score one.
Right, you got the 2-hole hitter with Delgado and Diaz up next. You wonder if you can get these 2 runners, 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. You get a key spot with your 3-4 hitters coming up next. So let's see how Smith handles the bat. Brennan, the lefty, wheels, delivers, off-speed pitch, over for a called strike. So he's been throwing that for strikes all afternoon. He has yet to walk a Vikings batter today. A couple of strikeouts. 5 strikeouts for Brennan, no walks, good control. The 0-1. And Brennan Smith finds a hole into right field. Coming up on it, trying to score. Murray, the cutoff, he'll go to 3rd. No, he'll hold it. And the Vikings answer to make the score 2-1.
Well, just what the doctor ordered. It's like going through Chick-fil-A. It's number 1. You want the probably the lemonade, and in this case, nothing sweeter than having a lefty pull through the right side and get an RBI and close the gap. Now down 1.
So Legros scores. Calabrese over to 3rd, Smith at 1st with the RBI, and that brings up the heart of this Mercer order with Diaz, who was struck out and popped up to short with 1 down here and some bullpen action, as looks like ACCC is going to get some arms warming up. Inside.
Looks like we got number 7 warming up down for the Bucs there as activity continues. TJ Chelly out of Buna.
And that pitch is up and away. So Chelly down in the bullpen, the right-hander, getting himself going as Brennan now finding himself in a little bit of a jam. First and third, 1 out here in the 5th. Bucs lead 2-1. Diaz 0 for 2 on the day. The 1-0 pitch. Off speed, up and away. And that one puts him behind in the count 2-0. So Brennan, you wonder if this is potentially his last hitter here. Delgado at the plate, Diaz on deck. And that pitch is laced down the left field line, just foul.
That one just missed. And you can see his reaction as he looks up to the sky. In a game of inches, it's one of those pitches, Mike, that he may look at this next one and think, what if?
Delgado actually reached base on an error in the first and walked in the third. Diaz, who's on deck, struck out and popped up to short. So he's had this middle of the lineup's number here. Let's see if he can get him again. Brendan wheels, delivers, and that one is just outside, and he's going to load the bases here. So Delgado has walked for the second time today. It loads the bases for Diaz. Now Diaz is a lefty swinger, so you would imagine Brennan has this at bat here, and this could be it. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the 5th. 2-1, ACCC leads. And that pitch is down and in. Hernandez keeps it in front.
It's amazing how quickly things can change in a ball game. Showing great command early on, bringing up 5 Ks, no walks, and now finding himself in a spot with the bases loaded and holding on to a 1-run lead.
Brennan delivers. Fastball fouled off the net. 1-1. You got Diaz in the first. Ervolina is on deck. He struck out and singled.
Well, I like his composure. That's the biggest thing. He doesn't seem to be rattled even a little bit. Just staying focused with his catcher, and he's moving on to the next pitch. Which is exactly what you want. He's not afraid to throw to contact. So with 1 out, grounder here could get him out of the inning.
And he throws another off-speed pitch.
Oh, Lord.
He used the all-speed pitch 3 straight times to get Diaz in the first inning. Let's see if he goes back to it here. Diaz has shown he has not been able to put that ball in play, that all-speed pitch. So Brennan, with the bases loaded, wheels, fires, delivers, all-speed pitch. It's floated to short, and infield fly is the call, but Sorry could not come up with it, but the infield fly will have Diaz registered as the out.
Tough one. It's, middle of the afternoon sun straight ahead here at Sandcastle Stadium. So you got to wonder if that affected Sorry's ability to try to see that one in, but
you almost
no
wonder,
damage.
too, if he was trying to let that drop to see if the runners, sometimes you see chaos ensue when that happens. So 2 away here for Ervolina. Ervolina has a single as he takes the first pitch over for a called strike. This would be big. Bases loaded, 1 out. If Brennan can hold them here, they have a 2-1 lead here in the 5th. Brennan, and that pitch gets by Hernandez.
He does get by him. That's going to be trouble. This is a big backstop, Mike. Surprisingly so. If you had 2 outs, might have had a more of aggressive base runner at second base, and you could argue they might have gotten 2 in.
Calabrese comes around to score. That's a ball that Hernandez probably feels like he should have got in front of there. So they get a run on a pass ball. The 2 runners advance. It's now 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Brennan kicks, and he kind of check swings one over to first. Murray takes it over to the bag, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Vikings get 2. We're tied 2-2 here, heading to the bottom of the 5th. All right, bottom 5 here at Sandcastle Stadium. Omar Luis leads things off. He singled back in the third. 2-2's our score. Mercer, the visiting Vikings, taking on the ACCC Buccaneers. 8-0 the Bucks are. That one's off the plate high, back to Mcauliffe, who kind of snow cones it out of his glove over to first, and 1 pitch, 1 out.
Well, PFPs all day long. Got to field your position, and although it was snow cones, I mean, it's a little early. Summer's just around the corner, Mike, but why not? 1 out nonetheless.
All right, Luis Sori, the leadoff hitter, with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Sori has struck out twice today. Mcauliffe starts things off, just missing outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Sori, his whole high school career even, always known to put the ball in play and hit it hard. So a little bit of an uncharacteristic day, starting it with 2 strikeouts. So see him recollect himself and make things happen here for the Bucks.
2-0. Sari takes the second offering high, so Sari with a good opportunity to get a good pitch here to drive. The 2-0, he hammers it into the ground. Murray on deck. Murray's grounded into a double play and singled back in the first. Mcauliffe just gave up the 2 in the 4th. As Mcauliffe gets the sign, he wheels, he kicks, and it's low and down. 3 balls and a strike for Luis Sari, the second, the freshman from Buna, playing shortstop today. Mcauliffe, the sophomore, right-hander. And that pitch is up and away, ball 4. So Sari works a walk, and there's a 1-out base runner for Murray.
So he makes adjustments, has 2 strikeouts early in the game, decides to take a couple pitches, make sure he's being able to see it all the way in, and what do you know? So with a 1-out base runner, the Bucks trying to get things clicking yet once again.
Murray, the freshman out of Egg Harbor Township, playing first base in game 1 of this double dip today.
Yeah, Coach Brian Edwards used to love having Murray in his lineup at Egg Harbor Township. Talk about a guy that can change the game with a swing of the bat. He's somebody you count on time and again. And in his off-season time, if you really look at him, he's a guy that's gotten a bit more chiseled up. He was always a big kid, but he's looking lean and mean. And I can understand why they're calling a timeout here to talk about things.
Yeah, and a lot of times, I mean, the way baseball's gone, you put that best, most dependable hitter in this 2-hole spot, and that's where he is today with a runner on first. Slater Surreal, the center fielder, waits on deck, so a good chance for ACCC to break this tie. They scored 2 in the 4th. Mercer answered with 2 in the 5th. That's where we are, 2-2. Bottom 5, Sandcastle Stadium, Atlantic City, staring at the casino skyline. All right, Murray, the lefty, steps in after Fred Sorella talks with his pitcher. And the pitch is laced over the shortstop's head into left field. 1 swing and a base hit. So Sari advances to second, Murray with a single, and that brings up Slater Surreal.
Good piece of hitting by Murray. Goes with it. And now you got runners at first and second. But I hate to say I told you so. Could be a future attorney. I mean, if he's looking at the fine print in some of the contract agreements there, Mike.
Mcauliffe wheels inside. And Slater is ahead in the count now. 3-1. Surreal with Hernandez on deck. Mcauliffe. Off-speed pitch. Surreal swinging for the moon and threw it.
That's what you call a healthy hack.
Full count. Surreal, yes, a healthy hack there. The 3-2. Off-speed pitch. Surreal goes down swinging. For the second time today, Mcauliffe gets Slater on strikes, and that brings up Omar Hernandez, who doubled and scored a run back in the fourth.
Well, take a quick look at this replay here, Mike, of the strikeout, and this was pretty darn sweet. That's what you call filthy. Usually you need a trip to the laundromat after that.
So Hernandez, who belted one down the right field line his last time up, has a chance to give the Buccaneers the lead here with 2 down, and he rips one down to third, taken nicely and touching the bag at third base is Del Val, and that's how we'll end this 5th inning. So no runs for the Bucs here. We head to the 6th. 2-2's the score. Mercer and ACCC here on BFA. All right, top 6 here. 2-2's the score here at Sandcastle Stadium. Mercer leads things off. Matt Smith, the left-handed swinger, will start things off here in the 6th. Smith with an RBI single in the 5th. Excuse me, Shane Hickey starting things off. He's 0 for 2 today. Ground out to short and a strikeout. They're going to stick with Brennan. And the first pitch is hit down to left field, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Shane Nanick under it. Brings up Marco Martinez for the Vikings. 0 for 2 today. A couple of shots to the shortstop, pop up and a ground out. First pitch down in the dirt. So Brennan getting into the 6th inning here. They had some bullpen action back in the 5th. They continue to here in the 6th. The left-hander, Jacob Brennan, getting the call here in game 1. Ball's ripped over the third baseman's head into left field, and it's 1-out single for the Vikings. Nice piece of hitting. Out in front, just rips it over Nick Atoy's head. Julian Del Val comes to the plate now with 1 out, the 8-hole hitter. We're going to have a runner over at first base. So Del Val at the plate. Brennan's pitch is outside, ball 1. Ball and no strikes. Runner goes, Hernandez, no throw, and the base is easily stolen.
I don't know if we give him any extra points for that head first slide. I haven't seen something like that since a visit to SeaWorld.
Draws no throw from Hernandez. That's how far out he got to jump there. Runner at second. After the stolen base. That one is queued up the first base sign. Brennan over to get it. Underhands to first. They get the runner there, but the runner advances over to third. And we've got 2 outs now, and the 9-hole hitter, Legros, comes to the plate.
If you're going to make an out, make a productive out. And so to get the runner all the way over to third, that's a big win by far. And so now with 2 outs, put a premium on getting that guy in, Mike, because running out of opportunities here as this game moves on.
Well, Legros singled and scored back in the 5th, the 9-hole hitter, so he has a chance to do some damage here again. He's got one of the 2 RBI for the Vikings. By the way, Jake fouled off. Jake Kumek is the pinch runner. He stole the base and went to third. Brennan trying to get out of this one with no damage. Runner on third. Pitch is up and in. So it's 1-1. Calabrese waits on deck. It's the top of the order. So this is a big spot here for Brennan. 2-2 in the 6th. Brennan deals, fires. Curveball is over for a called strike. And it's now 1-2. So Brennan, he has relied on that deuce all day long. See if he goes right back to it here. A ball and 2 strikes. Brennan. Hernandez sets up on the outside part of the dish. The fastball is hit down the right field side. Murray running down into the corner, and it is caught in right field. What a play. Luis makes a sliding catch in right field to end the inning.
The Millville Menace, as they like to call him back in high school, he would torture some of the pitchers with his ability to hit the long ball, but wow, oh wow, showing the web gem there. What a way to end the frame.
End of 6, 2-2. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
One.
Conor McLaughlin's the new pitcher for Mercer, replacing Nick Mcauliffe, who gives up 2 runs today. The right-hander will get the call here in the bottom of the 6th with the score 2-2.
Got to give them a different look. Try to keep this one very tight the way that it has been, but they're not out of the woods just yet because the Buccaneers starting this inning with Logan Petty. Again, powerful lineup.
8 strikeouts for Mcauliffe today. So 5 strong innings from Mcauliffe, 8 strikeouts, 2 runs. They turn it over. Conor McLaughlin. Fastball. Down in the dirt. Logan Petty has struck out a couple of times today. One looking, one swinging. The left-handed swinger. Fastball away, off the plate, 2-0.
Very cerebral baseball player, though. Even though he's sitting here in the lineup in more of a power spot, knowing that he's a leadoff hitter in this inning, he's going to show you patience and do everything he can to get on for his team.
2-0 is down. So 3-0. I think this is the first 3-0 count I've seen all day today. Pitchers have both been all around the plate. For Petty, the 3-0 pitch. And McLaughlin throws one down the middle. So the take sign on there for Logan Petty.
Well, a good eye for balls and strikes is his dad, Bob, an umpire, one of the finest in Atlantic and Cumberland counties.
That ball stroked into right field, and nice play.
Oh, Lord. I'm not sure if we saw the ACPD patrol cars out there, but he may want to file a report because he was just robbed.
So Petty strokes one to right, taken away, and we're down with 1 out here in the 6th, 2-2, and Nick Atoy, who drove in the first run of this game back in the 4th. 2-2, Bucks and Vikings tied here. Pitch is down at the knees for a called strike.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Pitch is up.
Thank you. Just had the 2021 ACCC schedule delivered to the booth.
Some fine young men on that cover. McLaughlin's pitch is outside for a ball.
Were you ever on the cover of a schedule, Mike?
Don't believe so. Too old for them to have made schedules.
Well, you're a radio guy, so I mean, you probably have a face for radio, so it's probably better for all of us.
The toy skies one to second. Backpedaling, down it goes. The high sky, and now a toy is caught in the middle as he was just kind of running it out. He thought for sure it would be caught. Now they go back and forth, and the toy slides back into first safely.
I'm speechless. I mean, that never happens. Never happens that you see a guy get stuck between first and second on a pop-up to second, but then to actually get back in that rundown when they had him in his sights, he might want to go buy a lottery ticket because he's a pretty lucky dude.
Yeah, I mean, the second baseman's high sky here. He's backpedaling. He loses his balance. The ball falls, but then a toy who's just kind of circling the bag thinking for sure it's going to be caught. He's now hung up in a rundown, goes back and forth, and is able to beat it out back to first. So a toy's at first after that, and Anton Sinelli steps to the plate. Has an RBI single, and he was hit by a pitch. McLaughlin pitching out of the stretch now for the first time, just into the game. And his fastball is low. Colin McLaughlin, as many of these players are, freshmen at the JUCO level. Mercer has developed a ton of top talent, especially from the area. Many of you remember the Baselli brothers from Holy Spirit. Anthony Baselli was a member of a team that went to the JUCO World Series. Robert Baselli went on to St. John's and was drafted by the Reds.
And Dom, playing for George Washington, just had one heck of a web jam play that I also saw posted on 97.3 ESPN.
All three have something in common, by the way. Not only that they're brothers, they were all coached by me.
Ah, very interesting.
as many of these players on this field today were as well.
I know you were really fired up when we talked about it just a couple days ago. We're really just honored to be the new broadcasting partners here at ACCC, and you immediately knew on the roster that this was a game you wanted to get out to and kind of have a reunion tour with Coach Mike.
Yeah, we've got a toy over at first. Slater, Surreal, Omar Hernandez are all guys that I've either coached against or with. And that pitch is fouled backing out of play.
That is,
I think.
We think. We heard the thud.
High sky here today. Not a cloud in the sky on this April day.
Absolutely gorgeous light breeze out to right center.
Fastball is on the outside part of the plate, and Antosinelli goes down looking.
Tough spot to be in. Certainly the Bucs showing some patience late in this game, trying to make sure they're not chasing pitches, but that 50-50 was just one you couldn't let go.
Second out, and Nanick comes to the dish. So Shane Nanick, the left fielder for the Bucs today. The left-handed swinger. Runner on first. That's a toy. That's up and away. 1-0.
Widen up so I can see the run. There you go.
That one is up, gets to the backstop. A toy actually through, and a toy is going to get second. He'll be in scoring position now with 2 outs here in the 6th. So now if Nanick can get something in play.
I just got to tell you, though, of that entire screen behind the backstop, it found the 4x4 hole and actually got through into the front row.
Yeah, it's like, what are the chances?
And Bob Petty, the umpire, happy to throw the ball back.
And Nanick swings and fouls one off. So a toy will be moving on contact, a chance to take the lead with a single here. Luis, the 9-hitter, on deck. McLaughlin into the game in relief. Bullpen action for the Vikings. The pitch, down. So the 3-1 pitch coming here from McLaughlin. Base open with the 9-hole hitter up next. A toy at second. McLaughlin delivers. The pitch is grounded to short. Over to first, and it gets away. A toy's going to come around to score. Over to second, and the out at second base, but a toy has scored the run. Nanick makes contact and gets the run home, and the Bucs take a 3-2 lead as we end the 6th inning.
You don't need to be conventional. You just got to be aggressive.
All right, top 7 here with the Bucs leading 3-2. They need 3 outs to capture game 1 of this double disco here at Sandcastle Stadium in Atlantic City. Jacob Brennan from St. Joe's on the mound, going 7 here. He's trying to finish this off. He's got a little bullpen action should he get in some trouble. He'll face the top of this Vikings lineup. Here's Calabrese. First pitch is over for a called strike. Calabrese is singled, reached base on an error, and popped up to center field. He scored a run back in the 5th. 3-2 our score. Atoy scored the go-ahead run there in the 6th. Curveball over, bending for a called strike. 0-2. Brendan tries to go up and under the chin here with the 0-2 here. Hernandez on the outside part of the plate. They go back. He just punches one to second, and there's one away.
Give Brennan credit. I mean, the way he started this game and real sharp, got into 1 inning, got a little bit tight, but coach had a lot of confidence in him, and man, has he been finishing strong here.
So Smith, the lefty, with 1 down to their last 2 outs of the Vikings here in game 1, as Hernandez trying to hold that on the outside black of the plate, just outside for a ball. 1-0. Delgado and Diaz are the next 2 hitters here, so Smith is a big batter for Brennan. Ball is hit to second. Antosinelli over to first. So 2 balls to second and 2 outs. He had a couple of errors earlier in this game, so he's made a couple of big plays. He had an RBI single. So down to the final out here is Delgado.
Being very efficient. Efficiency is key. I think the Vikings, though, they gotta hold on and maybe try to make them work a little bit. You need a base runner here down 1.
Yeah, Delgado has reached base on an error and walked twice. The only 2 walks of the day issued by Jacob Brennan. And that curveball is down the third base side. Diving play of Toy. Over to first. Murray can't get the scoop. And over to second base is going Delgado. So they'll have a runner on second base. And Diaz. the first time. So a lot of them still acclimating to not only the college game, but getting back to competitive baseball. So Chelly has a runner on second. Fastball down. Ervelina. Hickey is also a left-handed batter, waits on deck. Runner at second, 2 down, 3-3 the score here in the top of the 7th. And that off-speed offering is over for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Some bullpen action for the Vikings as well. One. And Shelley's pitch is delivered into short left center. The run is coming around. Surreal going to fire home. He is in there. And the Vikings take a 4-3 lead here in the 7th. And it looked like Surreal just couldn't get the ball out of his glove. It took a little bit of time for him to get the throw. It was up the line. And 4-3 Mercer.
You knew all the way where the throw had to go, and he was. Mind was probably racing a little bit faster than you could get the arm and the shuffle there, but give the credit there to the Vikings, coming up with some back-to-back big-time hits and big spots, and now a lead.
So they have 2 here in the 7th to take a 4-3 lead. RBI single by Ervelina. He advanced to second on the throw, and that brings up Hickey. Shane Hickey, the first baseman, left-handed swinger, looking to add some more to Mercer's lead. They were down 2-0. They tied it at 2-2. The Bucs took a 3-2 lead in the 6th, and now we are at 4-3 Mercer here in the 7th, as that one is over for a called strike. Chelly called on to relieve Brennan here in the 7th inning. Chelly way outside. Runner at second, Ervelina. Hickey at the plate. Chelly's pitch. It is ripped into center field. Another run's going to come home to score. Rounding third is Ervelina. And heading to second is a double for Shane Hickey. The RBI double gives Mercer a 5-3 lead.
Viking bats have come alive, and by all means, they're locked in right now.
Jimmy Kurtz is going to get called on to hit here.
So Jimmy Kurtz and Chelly, Buna teammates, Buna buddies, Buna boys. This is going to be bragging rights and then some.
So Kurtz, another left-handed bat in the lineup for Mercer. Chelly's first pitch is an all-speed offering. So Kurtz has a chance now to give them a 6-3 lead. 2 in the 5th, 3 here in the 7th, 5-3 Mercer. The 7-4 Vikings. And that ball is swung on and missed like a changeup.
Kurtz absolutely has gotten enormous since the last time I've put my eyes on him. He's shooting up. It looks like he's 6'3", maybe 6'4" at this point. And another guy putting the work in the offseason in the gym. And, man, you can tell.
Off-speed pitch just outside. 2-1. Jim Kurtz pinch hitting here. K-Mice ran for Martinez, and now Kurtz is hitting in that spot. All-speed pitch, blooped into left field, and Nanik is under it, makes the catch, and that's how we end this top of the 7th. Not before 3 runs come home for the Mercer Vikings. ACCC coming to their 5 innings in the bottom of the 7th. They trail 5-3. All right, bottom seventh, last hacks here for the Bucs as they trail 5-3, 9-1-2. McLaughlin getting his second inning of work here in relief of Nick Mcauliffe, trying to close this thing out. 3 runs in that 7th inning for Mercer. First pitch swung on and missed as Luis singled and grounded out. He's 1 for 2 in the 9-hole. Sorry and Murray also due to hit this inning. Another fastball ripped to second. 1 out here. Line drive right on the money.
He hit it right on the proverbial screws, which is exactly what you'd love to see 9 times out of 10. Just this time, right where the second baseman happened to be set up.
Sorry comes to the plate, the leadoff man, and shortstops had a rough day. A couple of strikeouts. He walked back in the 5th. Needs to get something started. Bucs trail by 3. Pitch is up and in, spinning off the dish. Murray waits on deck, and then the heart of the order was Surreal, Hernandez, and Petty. Pitch is sky to left. Under it, 2 away. So 2 quick outs here in the 7th inning.
McLaughlin not wavering from pitching to contact, especially what you want to do here with a couple run leads. Last thing you want to do is give up an unnecessary base runner, make this tighter than it has to be. But trust your defense, and the Vikings have backed them up.
So Delgado makes the play in left. And now Murray, who singled twice and hit into a double play. Down to their final out are the Bucs. McLaughlin, first pitch, blows it right past Murray. Bucs perfect so far, 8-0. This would be their first defeat of the season. Second pitch took a little off, and it's an 0-2 hole. McLaughlin working fast, and he finishes Murray off with an off-speed offering and a swing and a miss. That'll do it here for game number 1 of the Double Deuce. 5-3 the final. We'll be back with game 2 coming up.